talking about.
Yeah. It look like Facebook and Instagram are down. It might be Facebook messing up.
So we around here talking shit. Let's go to YouTube.
Say, Rick came back at the opportune time. Rick come back. Let Rick say anything, any and everything created by man eventually malfunctions and has glitches such as life.
He sure know what to say.
That little boy, he love getting banned. I don't understand. I wouldn't even come back to Facebook. I'd be like, fuck Facebook. They banned me that damn much.
Oh yeah. How about we go? I'm trying to see how. I don't know how to go to my YouTube.
Y'all got a YouTube for
yeah. It's on right now. It's 7 people on right now, Jim. I'm trying to see how I can communicate with y'all. Hold on. Oh, I got to go to the Chop Shop page. I'm on my own personal page. Let's switch account to Chop Shop. Hold on. Then I'll be able to talk to y'all. What we got over here, man? We got a work stuff. What we got?
Welcome back to the Chop Shop, your midday sports happy hour, the best 120 minutes of your day. Grooving right along, of course, Jim Mix alongside Robert Hatter, and we are talking NBA free agency. A couple of the deals went through on yesterday, spearheaded by Willie Cauley-Stein.
Yes, sir!
Leaving the Sacramento Kings, and he is expected to sign with the Golden State Warriors for slightly above the minimum salary. And this is Willie Cauley-Stein, I think this is his 3rd year in the league, or the 4th year in the league. He came out in 2015. And he was picked number 6 in the draft, first round, of course, by the Sacramento Kings. And he was unhappy. You know, Sacramento was getting young fellas in there that's playing. It was a lot of, that team was like a 21U summer team. The Sacramento Kings were.
What you about to say? They what?
I mean, at one point during the season, you looked at them, the starting lineup, I mean, it was like a 21U, 21 and under. You know, you got 18 and under, 17 and under, right? And that team was like a 21U summer team. You had De'Aaron Fox. You had Bagley, right?
See, he young too.
You had Harry Giles. Right?
He young too.
You had Frank Mason. You know, I'm just naming guys on top of my head. That team was, I'm saying, a 21-year-old young team. And young team and young guys at position, they're competing.
Okay.
And these guys are competing for his position. And Willie Cauley-Stein, he actually started at one juncture during those 4 years. I mean, they took a chance and they gave him the opportunity to increase his stock. He didn't do it. Didn't move the needle. Lost his job. It happens in the league. And guess what he wants to do? He wants to move on, get a fresh start. He's exercised his option to do so for a league minimum, or slightly above a league minimum for him. That would be probably about $5 million, right? And you understand?
I don't know how much. No, it ain't gonna be that much. Nah,
for him, it'll be what?
I don't know.
Oh, it's league minimum, not the veterans minimum. So the league minimum is
he's a 4-year vet,
yeah.
So he's gonna get a little about 1.7, almost 2 million, right in that. Man, I'm trying to talk to my people.
So now
it's not much. I don't have to look at that. I already know.
Now, understand, he has a career average of 10 points, 6 rebounds.
That's what I was trying to tell you. You be trying to get these. See, Jimmy, you got to realize some years it's gonna be a lot of money available. Some years it's not gonna be that much money available. Some years, because you're talking about other people's contracts, they got a bad contract. The years are different. Think about Alan Crabb. It wasn't that his agent was so great. They had that money to spend, and now they shipping him around like what y'all call it, cardboard. What y'all call it?
Yeah, wet cardboard.
Wet cardboard. Y'all shipping him around. It's just that something, because I think you mentioned about even Lou Williams and his deal. Thank God they guaranteed it, because guess what? See, we don't know what was going on in 2016 or 17 when they did the deal. And that's why I always say I have to look at the deal before I make before I talk about it. I just like to look at a deal before I talk about stuff. And but you're right. I mean, I told y'all the other day, smart teams win. That's a smart team out there. They got a great GM. They got a great ownership of the Golden State Warriors. They got a great leader in Stephen Curry. That's why I told Jimmy, dude, I'm banking on them next year. I said that. He talking about bet. I'm just not a betting dude. I shoot craps. If you want to go shoot craps, you can shoot craps. I just don't like to bet. I like to bet on myself. But I'm watching how, think about this. And that was before we got, and I ain't saying Willie Cauley-Stein's so great. But I remember you come bragging to me about Damian James. Damian Jones, whatever that dude name. You talking about, well, he started one. I said, dude, that dude is heavy. You're pro, right? Heavy trash. Oh, but he look at his minutes. And I said,
no. He had an opportunity as a starter in the NBA.
Jimmy, some people start by default. Some people just start by default. Gerald Green started by default. Daniel House started by default. Sometimes, Jimmy, it's just by the war of attrition. Sometimes you just can start. I'm just telling you.
Those two guys you named hadn't won a job. Boogie Cousins were out. They had to go with somebody early on. Golden State.
No, but you talking about like this kid was pretty good. And I was telling you he wasn't.
He had beat out the guys that was on the roster.
He was starting at the beginning of the year. Oh, I don't remember that. You said that, and I said no, but no. I don't want neither here there because you gonna try to get out of it. I'm just telling you, Willie Cauley-Stein is an upgrade over that kid. He's an upgrade right now over Boogie Cousins. I'm talking about defensively.
Well, defensively,
Jimmy, we got enough firepower.
Defensively,
Dude, the Golden State Warriors has never had a I got a point, Jimmy. Golden State Warriors has never had a problem scoring the basketball.
Dude, Willie Cauley-Stein is not better than Boogie Cousins. Now, defensively, he can do more athletically because Boogie Cousins only 70%. But understand, he's not better than him. So that means now one thing he is. He's going to listen. He's going to mind. He's athletic, and he can step out and he can face. He can shoot the face-up shot. Understand? Back in October, when the season started, Willie Cauley-Stein averaged 17 points a game for Sacramento that month. 17 points a game. Then he come right back, right back in February, April. When they were going through the stuff, when he lost his spot in benching, he didn't average double digits. It's the consistency they want from him. But guess what? The upside is high for Willie Cauley-Stein, and guess what? He's with a program that has winning ways. It's different when you're coming from Sacramento. Everybody's playing for different reasons. Playoffs wasn't the reality. They flirted with the postseason this past year. Yes, they did, but we all knew Sacramento wasn't going to make it. Y'all, come on. I mean, they were right up in there, but we knew that.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, but then
I make it again next year.
And I mentioned all the young guys they had on there and it's a good thing. And I mentioned.
Why is it good? Because young, you always remember the young never wins in the NBA.
What young does,
young never wins.
Not in this league.
I said the NBA.
But what it does, Young's gives you an opportunity to have a surplus of tradable assets. If you really trying to make that move, make that push. They have, think about it, people that stock is going up. De'Aaron Fox stock is going up. He was a finalist for most improved this past season. You have a guy like Marvin Bagley. Bagley is panning out. He didn't move deep, but Bagley was showing some signs. I like, the glass is half full.
Buddy Hill's okay.
Buddy Hill has but he's an uptick from what he was in New Orleans. Remember in New Orleans, and Buddy Hill kind of he was like, what? What happened to Buddy Hill? So Buddy is on the uptick now. I like that. Harry Giles, probably a par with Harry Giles. That's like playing golf. That's a par hole. But Frank Mason, that was a good pick. Second round they got Frank Mason, and he came in and he was a player of the year in Kansas. So these young guys are good tradable assets.
But they don't equate to wins.
No,
these people trying to win.
Well, not. They're trying to make the playoffs.
Yeah, these people to win. You got to win to get to the playoffs. I ain't said a championship. You got to win to get to the playoffs.
So now you got a new coach now. You get Luke Walton in there now. So will Luke take them into the playoffs? Luke Walton finally gets to
that
show
young team
his
right there in the NBA. I'm telling you. Just go look at the finals. Go look at the playoffs. The old Grizzly veterans that won. And guess what? When we have to use young people like Quinn Cook, who just got cut, Quinn Cook and McKinney, and got to depend on them to make shots, look what happens when you got to depend on those guys. They were in the G League for a reason. So guess what? Veterans win in this league. That's why. Think about it. I was taking a look at the makeup of what's the name of the team? The Toronto Raptors. And guess what? The guy's been through the fire. Pyle come off the bench. I mean, Ibaka come off the bench. He been through the fire. I'm just watching how these guys. Gasol comes in there, been through the fire, and it's just unbelievable. And guess what? They were able to maintain. While my man went on his load management and missed 22 games, Kawhi Leonard missed 22 games and able. So it's the young teams ain't gonna get the head. You can Google them up. The young team gonna get the head.
Well, I mean, one thing about it, like I say, Sacramento as a whole, they are on the uptick. Meaning that when I say uptick, this past season they won 39 games. That's the most wins in the season since 2006. 13 seasons. It's been since Sacramento has won 39 games. And guess what?
But that don't always equate to the next year.
And it doesn't always equate, but it's on the uptick because you have a core coming back.
Because Damon Lillard they lost in the first round 1 year. And then next year they lost in the first round again.
Yeah, we're just talking about, but to win 39 games means you're 1 game shy of 40. Adam. That means you're flirting with a 500 record. They hadn't been in this territory. At least they have hope in the locker room.
Okay.
They have hope. And so then you know now
keep hope alive.
Signing Harrison Barnes,
keep hope alive.
I don't know what that's gonna do for him, but at the same time, I like this. I like this, and I like the De'Aaron Fox. This mature.
But he need help. Think about it, y'all. We got 1 minute. Think about it.
You need help to win 3 more games?
Yes.
How the 500 gets you in the playoffs?
Yeah, but not this year. It's a different year.
500 would get you in the playoffs next year.
No, it's a different year. It's a different year. Guess what? Guess who ain't gonna compete against this year? No, guess who ain't gonna compete against this year? They gonna compete against the New Orleans. Don't think they can beat them. I'm just telling you.
I say go and think them. They can beat. They
gonna feel they can beat them.
And Sacramento is possessing the same thoughts.
Jimmy, all I'm telling you, I'm showing you how you got to have more players. I ain't talking about the 1 win. I'm just telling you, got to have better players. Think about what LeBron doing. LeBron said, "Man, I want the best players on. All the best players want to play with the best players. You can talk about these little teams that ain't gonna never win none all you want.
Dude. Sacramento is just trying to get to the playoffs. You just mentioned LeBron in Sacramento. Understand something. No. 48 games didn't get into the playoffs. As the 8 seed, it was 9. So wait a minute. AJ is telling us that Sacramento came in 9th place. They 9th place. They won 39 games. So they were 7 games behind the 8 seed. Right? Know what you're saying? So I'm saying this season is so much parity that 42 games.
So you want to go on a record?
Yeah.
What you gonna say about Sacramento? What you finna go on record to say about Sacramento? They gonna make the playoffs?
I said that 40.
No, I'm asking you a question. Are they gonna make the playoffs?
We don't know what they got coming in. Right,
I mean, let's take the chance.
I like the odds. I like the team.
Take the chance.
Understand something, dude. This team. Understand something. Once again, the year before they won 39 this year. They won 27 when De'Aaron Fox was a rookie. That's a plus 12, right? The year before that, before he got there, it was 32 games. The year before that was 33 games. The year before that.
And all I ask you, what's gonna make them better this year? Just being together,
dude. Your chemistry. You got guys knowing their role right now. Okay. You got a Begley going, and then you got a Cancer. Obviously, Willie Cauley-Stein was he was kind of bitter.
Okay.
You got him out the way.
Okay.
I
hear you talking. I don't believe it, but I hear you talking.
We talking about just making the playoffs. I'm not saying they're going to make it. Just a long season. But and of course, but at the same time, I like what this team is.
I tell you what, I like what Memphis did today. Traded Callum Parsons back to the Hawks. Chandler Parson got traded. Thank you, Jesus. Chop Shop, we'll be back in a minute. They got that money off their book.
It don't matter how much money they get off their books. Memphis.
Dude.
Memphis won't have no better record than Sacramento.
So they'll beat them. I bet they'll beat them.
Oh man, they play each other 4 times.
Okay, that's all I'm talking about. Colin Stein. Why didn't Colin Stein go nowhere else? He wanted to go with the Warriors. Why you want to go with the Warriors, Jimmy? Why?
I mean, West Coast. You know.
Not necessarily, no.
West Coast. It is an opportunity to play. Opportunity to play in a winning environment.
Daryl Morey, what we gonna do, baby? Jimmy, there ain't many free agents left. You know I got the list of the free agents.
It's a few of them. It's enough. It's enough.
I got the list.
Dude, the Rockets, who's left the Rockets?
I got the list.
Besides Nene and Dreads.
No, I'm talking about the list. Listen, I'm talking about they can help somebody.
And I'm just saying though, well, the Rockets ain't the Rockets.
Boogie Cousins, y'all want Boogie? You like Boogie?
I don't know.
Jabari Parker, you want Jabari Parker?
I take Boogie for Jabari.
You want Danny Green? KCP? No, I'm talking Mr. He's talking about this a lot of, you want JaVale McGee?
Did JaVale help him?
You want Kelly Oubre?
No,
I told you
no.
he ain't got no deal.
JaVale McGee can help him.
Marquise and
Because-
the two Morris
because-
twins, they ain't got no job.
One of them can help him. They need,
You want Rondo?
They need an enforcer. No, they don't need Rondo. They got Austin Rivers
You
back.
want T.J. McConnell?
Yeah.
I'm just telling you,
No,
you want Jamal Crawford? He didn't play last year, you want
They
him?
don't need they got Austin Rivers as the backup, so they're good.
Ian
with
Clark, you want him?
that. They had him before, so they're bringing him back. He can
Quinn
use
Cook?
They use him or Ennis.
No, I
If Ennis won
What
too.
team you talking about?
Ennis with the
For what
Rockets.
team? Oh, with the Rockets.
He's a free agent
Okay,
right now.
okay.
They can use him back. A guy that they had in
Tyler
four.
or James Ennis?
James Ennis. No, James Ennis is open right now.
No,
They
James,
can use-
James Ennis ain't open. I said Ian Clark. James Ennis just signed his little deal.
Oh, he signed?
Yeah.
So he was open. He was open a day or two
Yeah,
ago.
he signed his little deal. Mudio went from the lottery to a 1-year contract. This NBA is hard, man.
Say Mudio.
Moutier.
Oh, Moutier? That's what he wanted to do, though. That's what he wanted to do. He got option for that. We could have.
What could he win? You tell me who could have gave him some money. I hope you got that on your list. I told you she wasn't gonna get it. Huh?
30 seconds.
30 seconds, okay. I told you. Man, hey, we on YouTube right here on y'all.
I know, because I was trying to watch it on Facebook.
Okay. I told you, when I saw that, I saw it. Guess what I did? I cut off on Broadway.
Oh.
Then they took me all around, and I had to go through down navigation. I had to go off on, and get back on I-10 and then come back
10
out.
seconds.
That was crazy. Jimmy talking about wasn't no traffic. Because he finally got here on time for one time.
Damn traffic on that, man. Don't get their ways in your life.
Well, back to the best 120 minutes of. Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 ever sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks. Man, we coming to you live. Guess what? Jimmy, we're not live on Facebook today. We're live on YouTube today.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm chatting with them. Jimmy, you don't know how to get on there yet. You got to get on there, Jimmy. You got to chat with the people. You got to get on
Kevin
YouTube.
Freedman says he wasn't able to chat with you on.
Well, I'm talking to him. Somebody said, Hatter, you sound like the guy from the movie The Warriors. You know what, Jimmy, I don't know their names. They got different names on YouTube. I guess they doing some slick stuff on YouTube. Their pictures are not on YouTube, Jimmy. You know their face, their icon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they not on YouTube. Who is Impex7? I want to know who I'm talking to. And Cruise by Tony. Ooh, Jimmy, what are y'all doing? Cruises by Tony. I'm sorry. That must be her business. Cruises by Tony. Okay. What up, Tony? Oh, that's Daryl. That's Daryl Anderson.
Oh, that's
His wife is Tony. Okay, Cruises by Tony. Tony put you on one of them cruises. If you want to go on a cruise, go to Cruise by Tony. Let me see. Corey Willis. He got the same name. See, Corey Willis ain't hiding from nobody. Chris Charles ain't hiding from nobody. I'm going to figure out a way to get y'all back in here, man, because they ain't going to do my kid, man. Y'all, these my people, man. Y'all ain't going to do my people like this. Hold on.
I'm trying to figure out how I can make a comment on it. I'm gonna get in there in a second.
Okay.
I'm watching you guys. And
You
shout out
gotta go to,
I'm on
Jimmy
the
on there.
YouTube channel right now. You got the camera blocking.
that is right there,
Slide
Jim.
the camera over there. You
I ain't did
you gotta
nothing.
Get my good side though.
You need to learn how to put the step.
Yeah, you got to get my good side. There you go. Hey, now we grooving.
Is that better?
Of course, you guys checking out our attire right now. On Wednesdays, yes, we
Make sure you get pictures
we
of
are
us today.
suited and booted, and sponsored by Nike on Wednesday, Women Rock Wednesday. And so shout out to
You've been going to the other events. I see you've been going to the other events and getting another box. This is Rod. Hey y'all, come on, keep going. Rod, Rod.
what you talking about?
Yeah, I'm seeing you. I'm watching you 2 days in a row.
But man, you know what?
I'm watching you 2
know
days
what?
in a
Hold on
row.
one second.
No. This is how he do me, though.
Let me go on my.
No.
Let me go on my back. I'm like Santa Claus, y'all. I got pick your part. Pick your something and throw the
You
car.
know what?
I know AJ will come.
AJ, I get AJ because I got a house full of stuff. AJ, take your pick. You got some gear today.
We got some
you
gear.
got some
We're
gear
going
today.
to throw it around. Make it rain.
Make sure you get the Nike swoosh so we can send this to Nike. Make sure you get the shoes too. Yeah, we got the shoes too. Let me see. We got the shoes too. Yeah, you got the coat. Jimmy, I ain't messing with him. I'm gonna talk to him after the show. But what else we got, man?
Look, Daddy, so
2 days in a row.
I got them icy whites on.
Yeah, 2 days in a row, man. He iced up on me.
He said, "Whoa, man."
That wasn't in the back.
You scuff these like Spike Lee on Do the Right Thing.
Yeah.
You can't scuff these like
Yeah,
that.
he couldn't get no 13 in them, y'all. Riding.
Now,
But come on.
shout out to y'all guys and YouTube. We're streaming right now on YouTube. And if it's a way, is it a way to, I guess, thumbs up the page?
You can talk to him right now.
Go to YouTube, type in ChopShopHTX.
Yeah.
And that is on YouTube. It says create a channel.
Jimmy, we already done that, man.
Okay, well, I'll do it during the break.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about this. Nick, we're talking NBA
What
talk.
you want to talk?
Now, how about Jeff Green, right?
Okay.
And Emmanuel Mudiay has both been added, have agreed to 1-year deals
With the Jazz.
with the Utah Jazz.
It's going to be a pretty
And
good
this
team.
Utah Jazz team, that's another team. If you're a Houston Rocket fan and you kind of felt like a lot of people around the country were disrespecting the team and didn't feel any confidence in the team. Talking about last year, and the year before last, and this past season. Think about how they feel in Utah, and it's rightfully so. This Utah team, remember that this same team cracked the OKC Thunder in the first round, right? Mm-hmm. And they have the defensive player of the year, the reigning defensive player of the year, right? Gobert. They have one of the most dynamic young guards in the league. He's the next Russell Westbrook if he wants to be it. And that's Donovan Mitchell.
Okay, the baseball player.
Oh man, he can play some baseball.
He hit it, dude. Keep I didn't mean to
for real. I mean, it was Pappy played, so that helped.
Pappy's an executive in the league. Too.
Well, I'm talking about he played,
Yeah.
So that's where he gets the skills from. But understand, Emmanuel Mudiay is this past year, he averaged a career high 14.8 points a game with the Knicks. That's a career high.
It's a leading scorer on every losing team. Okay.
It is.
Chris Walker taught me that.
It is.
It's a leading scorer on every losing team.
So that means what that says about the guy who wasn't the leading scorer on the losing team. This kid was the leading scorer. Well, not the
That's why
scorer.
Kevin Durant.
He wasn't the leading scorer. He averaged a career best.
No, he was the leading scorer on that team that's coming back.
One of the ones that was coming back.
Yeah, he was the leading scorer. That's what Kevin Durant said. Oh, man, I got some Kevin Durant news for you. But keep going.
We're getting that in
Keep
there.
going.
Now, he averaged 14.8
Uh-huh.
points and 3.9 assists. He started 42 games, started half the games last year. So he gets to come in and be the backup to Mike Conley, who's been injury prone throughout his career.
Yeah.
I like that deal. I get to play alongside this young, energetic guard, Donovan Mitchell.
Ain't gonna be many minutes now.
It don't have to be right, but it will be eventually.
But you're a lottery pick, so wait a minute. Hold on. Your favorite question, your favorite answer. Was that the plan?
Was that the plan for Mudiay?
Yeah. Was that the plan?
Right now, I don't think he's on par with the plan as a number 7 pick in the draft.
Yeah.
As a guy that opted to forego college to go overseas in China to play.
Yeah. I like how you give up.
He's not par with the plan, no.
Okay.
But I like this move.
Okay.
He's giving himself going to teams where he's getting the legit opportunity.
To play in the playoffs.
Well, in the playoffs, not about 4, but to play. And last year, he gave himself an opportunity. He got 42 starts out of the
Now that Mike Conley don't get hurt, because they got another guard.
Mike, you know what? Mike Conley is going to get load management.
And then
Easily.
Donovan switches over. He goes both, not both. I don't like to say that word. But Donovan switches over. He can play both positions. Yeah. But I mean, I think it's a unique opportunity for him. Unique opportunity.
Yeah, and how about Jeff Green? Not Danny Green, Jeff Green.
Jeff Green is the consummate, I call him minimum wage.
A utility guy.
No, minimum contract Green. Because he everywhere he go, he get he the veteran minimum. Every year, Jimmy.
Hey, man.
He called him Mr. Veterans Minimum. Everywhere you go.
How about this? He has 60 playoff appearances.
Jeff Green, yes.
With OKC, Boston. Remember when Memphis was making a playoff?
Yes, sir. He was on that, yes.
He was on that team. The Clippers. And, of course, with LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Jeff Green gives them an experienced wing.
You know what? I like how you talk about scrubs for a long time, but keep on going.
Yeah.
You love scrubs. You know what? But that comes from your pedigree. You told me you used to be on the bench a lot.
Absolutely.
So you like to talk
How many
about
people listen to it?
You always talk about
a lot of
it.
guys,
I like that,
A lot of guys didn't even play at all. So hell, I can tell you an angle. They can't even tell you what it feel like to sit on the bus and be the guy that got to sit in the back of the bus.
All I know you a baseball player, but boy, I still got that video. Y'all, I ain't posted it yet, but I think I'm gonna post it.
You got to post the whole video.
I ain't posting the second one. I ain't posting the second one.
It's all the same video.
No, it's two different videos. She chopped it up.
It's one at bat.
No, it's one. That's all I want to do.
One at bat.
That man swung that thing and fell down, y'all.
No, I didn't.
He's missed the whole ball and fell down, y'all. Okay, they gonna see it. I'm gonna find it. No,
the very next pitch.
I don't know. I didn't see the
The very next
I didn't
pitch.
see the next.
I knocked that thing to Lake Houston. Lake Houston.
Hey y'all, you know what though? I can't do him like that. He had the thrill of victory, and he had the agony of defeat too. Now, but he had the thrill of victory.
You see, what's happening is you ain't coming to the annual. You got to make sure.
I'll be out of town. You remember I was gone.
No. That shit, but you got to put on your
I
calendar.
can't play
What you
that
mean?
good.
It's a 40 and over game.
Jimmy, I can't play that good, Jimmy. I got to practice, Jimmy. Jimmy, the last time I tried to do that, I did like you, and I ain't played. Since I started playing golf, the swing is different to me from that. And I was trying to swing my golf swing, and no. Jimmy, I swung. There was slow pitch, and I missed the ball.
Guess what I did this past weekend?
What?
I went to the batting cage on Saturday night. I went to the batting cage, and guess what? I need to go back again because I ain't.
You know what? I don't even know where batting cage is, but I'm going, baby. Cause hey, if we in that, I want all the chop shop in that league. If you can play a little bit, I can't play a lick. I'm gonna go get me a glove. And I know y'all don't like. You got a glove?
Nah, I got one.
I don't want to get a new one because they say it's hard to break in.
I mean, put it on your mat.
No, you know what? I'm gonna
put some
guess
oil
what?
on it.
I got somebody who got a glove. I'm just cause I ain't gonna do too much catching no way. I ain't gonna do nothing. Well, what's the place where you don't want the guy to catch it?
Get right field.
That's where I'm at.
In your case, Rover.
That's where I'm at. And then, hold up, have me somebody close to me. I can throw though, Jimmy.
Back catch. Softball.
Yeah, I'll be the high catcher. Okay, I'll be the back catcher.
Be the catch.
But Jimmy, I can throw now. I don't know back catch.
You don't go nowhere. You back here. Ain't nobody blind.
No, I can throw. Actually, can throw the basketball.
All you gotta do is throw it to the pitcher. That's all you gotta do.
Okay.
Back catch. That's it. Now how about the Lakers?
Okay.
Adding Jared Dudley.
Jared Dudley, I like Jared
for
Dudley.
$2.6 million.
He trying to get Bron.
Didn't Bron learn last year?
What did he do last?
With Michael Beasley, with Lance.
No, that wasn't his fault, Jimmy. Jimmy, stop. That was Magic Johnson. He chose Michael Beasley over Brooke Lopez.
And Lance Stevenson, who chose him over.
Yeah.
And who else he had on there?
Rondo.
And it was one more. It was a four.
JaVale McGee. Dumb and Dumber. Yeah. That wasn't Magic step down, man. And he said he admitted it. Brooke Lopez out there being an all-star almost.
And they picked up his brother now in Milwaukee.
They got two.
Milwaukee is the favorite in the
Jimmy,
East.
tell me how old their general manager is.
For Milwaukee?
Yeah.
I don't know how old he is.
34 years old.
It's a good age right there.
34 years old. And he was executive of the year. Hush him. You got 1 minute left.
Yeah,
5 minutes?
But how about
5 seconds. Then.
How about,
yeah.
But anyway, the Lakers
Yeah, we got a lot.
Dudley 2.6 million on yesterday, and that'll help them. That'll help them.
Yeah.
I mean, Dudley isn't bad. He made the playoffs. You know, he knows
He
how
can
to
hit a
win.
shot. He can hit a 3-point
And
shot.
He has a little spunk to him.
Yeah, because he tried to fight for Jared, to take up for Jared Allen.
Yeah.
But Chop Shop, we got to get back up. Dodo got in here late trying to wave us off. But Chop Shop, we'll be back in a minute. Hey, y'all don't understand.
Don't call me that.
We got our young fella. We got young, AJ just come in. AJ just come in and he just filled in. Boy, hey, I told y'all we got some bad youngsters around here now. Y'all playing around.
It was rough.
Hey, ABC and all y'all don't be trying to come steal them later now.
You know.
Jimmy, they gonna do us like they gonna do us like they did Can't Get Right. You know how the NBA came and got Can't Get Right and just left us. They gonna come get them. Then at the Major League Baseball, and y'all gonna be looking like y'all can't talk. We go, y'all. We out of here, hold up. Hey, Lord, I got you, Lord. Lord, I'm gonna send it to you, Lord. I'm gonna send you that picture, Jimmy, man. Jimmy, we're wrong for that, man. I'm posting that thing tonight. See what you trying to do, man?
Just 1 minute. I ain't even gonna log in as this.
No, you come on, you see, you always messing with something.
It say
When you can just go chat over there, Jimmy, and talk to the people right there. Say something.
it say create a channel.
No, you don't have to.
Okay, well,
You don't have to. Just you just say something. You just say something, right?
Oh, push it to that side.
I don't know where your shit.
What you got turned on?
Oh, Jimmy, you ain't on. You got to get on.
Yeah.
You got to change and get on YouTube. You got to get on Chop Shop.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
I'm on
You ain't
Chop
got.
Shop.
No, you're not. You own the Chop Shop, but you're not.
switch.
Switch
There
account.
you go.
And account. Yeah. Well, you know what?
What is that?
I told you, you know, my brother used to tell me, man, you put your brains in a bird, he'll fly by.
Oh,
Yeah. Now I think I might be up in
Yeah,
there.
you in there now, baby. No. Hey, when you text me, cause you was sending all them, Dodo was sending us all these texts, right? Talking about this Carol Lawson and all them folks, right? I started to tell her, and my bad, I started to tell you, I hope you know where the hell you going. And Jimmy, I turned that waves on. Jimmy, I turned that waves on. That wave said, man, don't go nowhere near the chip channel. I got right off on Broadway. Took that left. Boy, hey, Jimmy, I saw some parts of the city today that I've never seen, y'all.
Yeah.
What's up? Huh?
Somebody fell over.
So me and you doing the same
Yeah,
thing,
you
Jimmy.
came in and told
It's
me.
me and you, so it's
I
good.
didn't see
Me
it.
and you.
We just say we
Yeah. Huh?
Somebody fell over.
Yeah, he fell off. Yeah, you couldn't get. Yeah, it was messed up. Cause I saw the truck down when I was going around.
It was hanging off.
Yeah, it came down, and they had to clear that area. They couldn't let you come in that area cause you would get hit.
What?
I don't know what they were doing, man.
No, what happened to the person?
He didn't make it.
Who?
I know he did. He couldn't have.
What?
The person that fell.
I don't know. He probably jumped out that jump.
I would have.
Lori, I got you, Lori. Lori, I got 2 minutes.
You
I'm
rather
gonna find it, Laura. Jimmy was wrong for that, man. Hold on, let me. I'm gonna see. Hold on. I'm gonna send it to Laura. I'm gonna get Laura something to laugh about right now. Hold on. And Laura, you just send it to everybody.
20 seconds.
Oh, I got it. I
Y'all ready to go
got it.
bring it back.
Okay. Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Higgs, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, broadcasting on the Power 101.5 FM, Houston, Texas. Jimmy, I just played it. You wasn't looking. I just played it. Y'all got it? I got it for y'all again. Take a look. If you're watching on YouTube, take a look at that swing. I'm not showing the other one. I ain't got that one. She deleted that one.
That next pitch can go in instructional video. I need a
Hey, y'all.
mixtape guy. to get on that, make me a mixtape. Anyway, so, of course, NBA free agency.
Okay, what you got? What you
I
need?
missed something.
Your opinion?
No, I gotta get it.
Okay.
How about the Memphis Grizzlies?
You just talk.
They
Oh,
finally got rid of Chandler.
I just
Parsons.
yeah.
You teased
But
it.
just talk about it.
And Chandler Parsons felt that he was worthy of that monster salary
He was.
that he.
He was. They paid him. Jimmy, you worth whatever they pay you. You worth it.
Dallas gave him the payment, Mark Cuban,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And they ended up trading him to the
Remember,
Grizzlies.
remember when they gave him that bag? That's why he was trying to lure DeAndre Jordan over. You remember?
Yeah, during the
he was
time.
one of the ones trying.
That
He got
DeAndre
mad at.
stayed in,
yeah, he,
stayed in LA.
yeah, he got mad. He got mad at DeAndre too.
Well, the Cuban got mad.
No,
As well.
Chandler did too. But keep on going about Chandler.
And then the Cuban ended up taking him 2 years later.
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't too mad. But anyway, now Chandler Parsons, guess what?
They gonna cut it.
$25 million that he's due this year.
Yes, sir.
So how does that work for the contract? He's going over to the Atlanta Hawks.
But Solomon Hill for Solomon Hill and who else? They got traded for Solomon Hill and Miles
Mason
Plumlee.
Plumlee?
Their two contracts, one 12 point something, 112. It add up to his about $100,000 difference. So that's how they were able to make that deal. And he's going to have an expired. This is going to be his last year there. It's an expiring contract for all three of them. It's an expired. So what they did is trade two expiring contracts for one. And what I mean by expiring contract, next year they'll be off the books. Okay, they want nobody to owe no money no more.
And
But Solomon Hill gonna play.
so you're trading salary range.
Mm-hmm.
So the salary range, understand, $25 million is what Chandler Parsons was owed this year. So the two young men that he got swapped for, one makes 12.8 and one makes 12.5 this season. So 12.8 and 12.5, it comes out to 25.3. So that's within the window that you can.
Oh, it's way within the window. No, that's way within. You can be. They got a lot of more leeway, but they just. I guess they just tired of Memphis. Is tired of Chandler Parsons. Okay, and they bring in a new regime. Not new. Yeah, got a new coach, a new young player, and they didn't want that old mess. You know how you got to. Get that old mess out your house sometimes.
Wait a minute. On the YouTube feed right now, we're streaming live right now. If you're in the vehicles, listen to us on the Power 101.5 FM in Houston. We're also streaming on YouTube today.
Yes, sir.
We're on YouTube. So get on YouTube and share.
You can share. I don't know how to, but
yeah, you hit the share button.
Oh, share?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can share it with some of your people to let them know that we're on YouTube today. Something new, something different on this Women Rock Wednesday. Shout out to all the ladies out there. Now, Lori Dotson says that you, Robert Hatter, tried to do my dance.
No, I didn't.
was gone last week.
No, I did not. No, Lord. Lord, Lord must have been drinking early.
Unsuccessful do my dance.
I didn't do that. Man, I ain't gonna never try to do that old terrible dance.
Okay.
No.
Uh-oh.
What was the leak?
Somebody else done leaked something. Wait
a minute. What was the source?
Well, the source
the
on
source?
social media, they're saying that there's a crowd.
No, where did it come from?
They're saying that Kawhi Leonard's news is being leaked because of the fact that there's a huge crowd that is forming outside one of the offices of the Toronto Raptors. So it wasn't a press conference call.
Okay.
So for a crowd, like a flash mob or whatever. So that means somebody has told somebody and insinuate, make people to believe.
That means they ain't got it. That means Toronto ain't get it.
You don't think so?
Because they don't want leaking it.
Well, but they might be coming out the front door to announce I'm staying. That would be the only fitting thing. As you that would be so funny. He come out the door and say, guess what, guys, I'm in.
You know what?
But guess what?
I'm going over it and over and over. I don't know what. That's why I asked where did that so. See, Jim, if the source I got to know the source.
Understand? That's not news.
He said from the producer of a Toronto news station. That's okay.
Yeah, that's not a news bulletin. That's an act of act.
That is news.
That's happening. But it has a news, no bearing. It just say a crowd is assembling. It is no, you're insinuating that it has to have something to do with the Kawhi Leonard. So that's what I'm saying. But somebody, for a crowd to assemble, all of a sudden means somebody believed somebody else to come, y'all come show up here. This is where you need to be at.
Okay, so check this out. See, just what I just saw. Okay? This guy got a blue check. That don't mean nothing either. His name James Whitey. He said this crowd is growing outside. Look at what this, they make me sick with this series. This crowd is growing outside of Hazeltown Hotel in Toronto, where it's believed that Kawhi Leonard is about to meet with the Raptors president and GM Shire. Now that's key, Jimmy. Hold up, that's key, because he met. I don't know when this date is. Let me look at the date.
That's going on right now.
Okay, because he was supposed to be in LA. Why would he go all the way back up there unless he's staying? No,
I just said you, so that means this is going to be.
I ain't talking about what you just said. I'm just talking
I'm talking about common
just,
sense.
Yeah.
He's not going to meet.
But you didn't say Kawhi was at a hotel.
No, I'm telling you. Understand? It said understand how this stuff goes. If somebody calls you and explain to you, hey man, you need to come show up over here. It's about to go down. Come on over here, right now, right? You're gonna go there because you're believing the person that told you to show up here. Just show up. I'll tell you later. You just need to come on. You show up. Then you find out why you're there, or you might find out why you're on the way, or you might call one of your allies. Hey man, I just got the call. You need to come on. Meet me there. Meet me in front of the hotel. Why, man? I'm telling you, get the camera crew. Come on.
All I'm telling
And
you,
guess what? Either it's going to be a fruitful piece of news or not.
If that man got off of that, hey, listen, he met with them two guys in LA, and he said he was gonna get it. He could have had them come there and meet him there. That man, you know what? That man might stay in Toronto. I wouldn't have never thought he'd stay in Toronto.
I mean, it's possible.
I guess he said he gonna run it back. Oh, anything's possible.
Well, understand. I said it.
I just didn't think he would.
At the top of the show, I said the Lakers or the Clippers can fall out of favor, could turn out, the quote I use, can turn to sour milk. And that's the only way Toronto would get it.
And guess what? If he signed Toronto, he could get more money.
Well, it was
60 mil more, Jimmy.
Well, more perks as well.
No, 60 mil more,
No,
Jimmy.
no.
Get the perks. 60 mil more. He can get the super max.
Well, you read already. That wasn't the issue.
Yeah.
If that was the issue, it would
How you know it's not an issue?
If that was the issue, it would have been a foregone conclusion. It wouldn't even be here. Kawhi Leonard would have. I'm not believe that 60 on the table.
But maybe he thought about it.
You know, maybe too. But he did think about it.
What I just said.
He thought seriously about it.
You talking about the perks don't mean that. The other day, perks don't mean nothing to everybody. It don't mean that.
Think about how many guys this year that have signed contracts had in free agency that could have gotten more money, and opted to go and take the thing about money. It doesn't move people the same way.
Well, then they ain't playing for free.
I said don't move them the
Well,
same way.
they ain't playing for free. Well, you go play for free then.
We're not talking about free. Why would you play for free? It's below market value.
Okay, then. So money do move you.
I said don't listen to T. You missing the quote. The quotes that I've stated was, it don't move people, everybody the same way.
But it still moves. It might not move you the same way, but it moves you.
That means you say, come on.
Excuse me. If it don't move everybody the same way, but it move in your statement, it does move you.
Enough, eventually it will move everybody.
So
that means if you're on the other side of the room, and I say, come on, I got $100 right here.
I ain't moving.
Guess what? So now, the next person might hop off that couch and run over and get that 100. It moves them differently. Now, if I got $1,000, you still might not move.
Right.
The other person, I might get 4 or 5 more, might jump over and move for 1,000. If I got 100,000 in a bag, say, man, come get this 100,000. I'm not going to bring it to you.
Might move.
You might.
I'm gonna go get that.
I'm
gonna go get that 100.
Let's say if you don't, and I go double up and get 10 more bags, 10 more cases, and make it a meal or a half meal. Guess what? You won't beat me and knock me down to get it. It moves everybody different ways.
Dude,
the
motorcade and everything that followed this man back. Man, this man stand.
They done found him.
Oh no! They saw the jet. They showed the jet landing.
I'm saying they done found him. They done found him.
You know, Jimmy, I know they found him in the Hazeltown Hotel.
Understand? Remember how they do that? How they did that before? They did the same thing with LeBron. When LeBron was on the way, they looked at the aircraft and they can tell the private jets, they have to go, it's public record. You can go to the FAA and you can go and see if a plane is going from, if a jet is left from this airport and landing at that airport, they can tell you.
Jimmy, you know what you said to me the other day? The person that lose, they don't mind spilling the beans.
Yes.
I'm about to text the two losers right now. See who called me first.
There you go.
See,
There you go.
Feel me?
The person, once again, the person that lose out in the recruiting have no problem releasing the news because you lost. You got no problem letting the world know. Oh man,
I just text.
So this is, understand. Somebody obviously thought they had the deal done with Kawhi Leonard twice over, and something happened. What happened is going to come out because that's going to be
Jimmy, not Jimmy. And I know you're talking about, well, money don't move everybody in the same way. I understand. But when you got a $13 million mansion in what you call, it's money at some point. If you didn't have no money, you couldn't buy that. You got a Porsche, but you right here talking about you driving in this other thing. Money, I watch that sometimes. Just personally, I know how you feel about it, but think about it. It was reported, and I don't know how they can do it. They gave him a $20 million penthouse. Number one, right? He can eat free in every Kawhi Leonard, any place he want to. They got a sign said Kawhi eat here, or something, whatever the slogan is. Okay, you can eat everywhere in the city, right? Guess what? Then somebody, Dirk Minifield, came on while you was gone, Jimmy, and said that the Canadian Parliament gonna figure out a way to ease its tax burden. Somebody else probably gonna go pay the tax, because they can't. I don't think the country can tell you you can't be taxed and you can't do that. But somebody else, because there's some very, very wealthy people up there in Canada. Y'all got to remember, this is a whole country we talking about, not just a city of Toronto. So they going to relieve his tax burden, give him a $20 million crib to stay in, that's his. Eat anywhere free he want to do. It was something. Hold up, stop, I'm sorry. They gave him a private jet. The one like he gave Drake. So, Dodo, what would you do?
So now,
and I know you said money don't move everybody.
You just said a while ago. I'm gonna quote you. Man, I just don't believe he would stay there. I just been quoting you.
I didn't.
Okay, so all of that happened, and you still had formed your
because
opinion.
I had some other stuff.
Exactly.
It wasn't my opinion I was forming. I had some people telling me he dead. I had some people told me
those sources.
Listen, I'm sitting there. I know we got to go. I'm sitting there with 5 or 6 NBA players last year at the Aria Hotel, and all 5 of them said Kyrie and Kevin Durant, their friends of theirs, they going to New York. And look what happened. They in Brooklyn. They're going to the Knicks, and now they with Brooklyn. ChopShopHTX. ChopShop. We'll be back in a minute. I'm sorry, dude. Hey, that dude changed his mind. This man let Kyrie Irving talk to him, and the plan was he followed. Hold up, the plan was he followed. Kyrie, you know you.
KD?
You following KD. Here was the plan. He get hurt. Don't be looking down at them, Joe. Don't be looking down at them. I'm just telling you. That was the plan, y'all. These people are baffled right now.
This would happen. So whoever leaked in Toronto, they've been having the camera on his car.
They can tell when they come out the jet.
Baby, they don't. The plane. Everybody know when the plane is gonna land. We ain't got to worry about the car.
It's the Toronto plane.
If the plane lands,
they're following him on the news station.
If
the plane lands, you know it.
So guess what? Remember you said earlier, whoever leaked the news. Whoever leaked the news, didn't you just say it earlier? Whoever leaked his news is gonna be X'd out of the deal. So what? So we gonna?
It's not a leak. He done got his ass off the airplane, Jimmy. What are you talking about?
Dude, it's being if for this what's going on right now, This wasn't supposed to be publicized.
Jimmy, what? Jimmy, when that plane come in Canadian atmosphere, right? You got to go through customs, Jimmy Hicks.
Dude.
You got global entry. You got to go through customs. The government know what every plane in the call signal and where the plane come from. Don't you think the news people were monitoring that? That's not a leak. That's news. You can't just fly into no country, man.
Okay, time out. So, you can just read a while ago, and it said that it was speculation he was going to meet a name, a person, at a location before they got there. That's a leak.
No.
That's a leak.
No. What are you talking about?
Dude,
I said what you said. You said
no,
I said
the
something.
people they were saying they're speculated that he's on the en route to meet somebody of a specific name
I didn't
at
hear that
a
one.
specific location.
I didn't see that one.
It's the one.
He ran it off. He showed it to
I
us.
didn't read that. I couldn't see that.
Oh my God. So,
I read you. Excuse me. I believe. Hold up. You believe that bullshit? You read from him. I believe what I read.
pull up on your thing. And
No. Excuse me. I believe what I just read. What did I just read?
So the guy in the blue, you read the guy in the blue check. He said.
What did I just read?
You just said that the
What
crowd.
did I just read?
You said the crowd is growing.
I
outside
said,
the
hold
hotel.
on, stop. I said this is a growing crowd outside the Hazeltown Hotel
Okay.
in Toronto, where it's believed Kawhi Leonard is about to meet with Practice GM. That's what
I just said that.
So what are you talking about?
I just said that, Hannah. God damn it, I just
What
said
you
it.
talking about? It's a leak. How the hell that's a leak?
Dude, for that news to get to the
Jimmy,
meeting.
when you're playing, Jimmy, the plane
don't say that you're going to meet a person.
Do you know how long it takes for a plane to get from LA to Toronto?
Yeah.
No, answer a question.
Yeah.
Answer a question.
Yeah.
Man, come on,
The
man.
plane.
Man, sometimes you just got to listen.
The plane don't say you about to go meet
man,
a
what we
person
doing?
at a hotel. The plane riding got nothing to do with the hotel. The plane ride got something you getting to Toronto.
What?
So how the hell they know where I'm going when I get to Toronto?
Come on, Jimmy. Come on, man. Go Google the Hazeltown Hotel. Bring us back.
36 minutes past the hour to Chop Shop, your midday sports happy hour, the best 120 minutes of your day. Moving right along, of course, all news outlets in the Toronto area are focused on Kawhi Leonard, who is believed to be en route. It's speculated a vehicle that came from a plane that was owned by the company that owned the Toronto Raptors recently landed, and it's believed that Kawhi Leonard is en route to a meeting with one or more of the brass from the Toronto Raptors. What could this possibly mean? And this is a surprising turn of events. The Clippers thought they had it.
The wife ain't got off the plane yet. Keep going.
The Lakers thought they had it. There's some good stuff on the plane. You been sitting there playing for a hot minute.
I'm letting my wife on first. I ain't seen but some dudes come off the plane. All dressed look like Kawhi. Oh, keep talking. I'm just giving you. I'm just giving you some more stuff.
And so then
It's a PJ too.
And
It's a private jet now.
well, it's the company that owns the Raptors owns the jet, and that was they've looked it up, and everything. It's made its way to social media as well.
Okay, a woman just came. That she is. A woman just came off the plane now. Okay, she just came out late. Keep going. So a woman came off the plane. I just wanted to make sure the wife got. If the wife ain't on that plane, man, I'm thinking something wrong. He might just be, man, we just finna come party and get up out of here.
What you got there, AJ?
He talking about Marquise Morris terrible, but
Oh Lord,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
That ain't, you should
Jimmy, you like to screw. Jimmy, get to it. You like to talk about screw.
Well, I like Morris for Detroit. Gives him another. Enforce another body,
He been
another
to
tough
Detroit.
guy.
Then he played with Detroit before.
One of them did.
Yeah, one of them
I don't know if that's the right one. One of them did.
Hey, I'm liking this Kawhi stuff. Keep going. Keep talking. I'm liking this.
So if Kawhi stays in Toronto, that would be why would you be having a meeting?
I got a question.
Understand
Here was
why?
somebody tweeted.
What's that?
Kawhi Leonard, I want things in my meeting with the Raptors to be low profile. They said Canadian media said, say no more. Say no more. It's all over everything.
Exactly. So there's so much. And here's the thing about it. I take from this. In today's society, think about this. And think about how many people have said how secretive a Kawhi Leonard is, which he has proven. He has been pretty secretive out the news. But if news in today's society, it's the reason that paparazzi is called paparazzi. It's the reason that people like TMZ has made enormous profits over the past decade. When they are fishing, they're going to find something. And they're trying to find out, and what happened is, it basically was a challenge. Not a challenge from Kawhi Leonard, no. But some people in the media, they said, well, we're gonna go and use all our assets. We're gonna find out what's going on.
Jimmy,
and
what's up with these fans that stand outside?
Oh man,
they ain't going in. Jimmy, they ain't going in. You just gonna stand outside.
Well, because of social media. Think about if you're an ordinary Joe, right? And you taking off work, or you work right next door across the street. You out there with your cell phone. Guess what you're doing? You're streaming live right now.
I sure wish I was.
And know what happens? Your followers are gonna watch because they know you get street cred from just being there.
It's a work in this line now.
It's some work in the line.
It's some work in this line.
Look at you, man. That's a horny whole dude, man.
It's a loose work. It's some work in this line, Dodo. Dodo, hold on. What are you talking about? But keep going.
and this is how it goes. And you guys understand.
The helicopter was following the car.
The news helicopter, yes. And that's how it goes. A lot of people don't realize in media. My point is, gone are the days when you get to release your own news in a scheduled format. It's not. I'm gonna tell you something. It's people. It's not always good, because back in those days you let a guy do it his own way. Understand, in media, the way that technology is right now, the way that social media is, because every media person has a social media platform. People are in a rush to break the news. Breaking the news first gives you an opportunity to get a pay raise. If you break enough news and you're on point, or you're close to being on point, you become more valuable. He who has the information is the most important person in the room.
Oh, information is the most valuable thing in the world.
So now guess what happens? You know they had a meeting. Somebody got to come bring the water on the table. That person that work in that hotel, that's gonna bring the water, that's gonna push the water cart and the juice.
Don't say we run our mouth over here. He ain't going to Toronto. He just going up here to tell Jimmy. I don't think he go do all this.
This wasn't understand. Maybe so.
I don't think so.
But this one,
you don't put no.
But Toronto could easily put the word out and say to their media. You understand? They have an email block of media in their sports information department.
But Jimmy, why didn't you just meet with them in L.A.?
We'll know shortly.
See, y'all got to stop.
The plane had to come get him. Understand? The plane had to come get him. This is the Toronto Raptors company-owned plane.
Masai Ujiri and them was all in L.A.
I'm just saying. So the plane had to get there to come get him. So that means somebody from Toronto was already in L.A. It might be, let's go here to sign this paper.
Yeah.
So they might be coming back to sign these papers.
But guess what I heard he might do? Sign a short-term deal. So he can be a 10-year player. Then he can.
Well, we mentioned over that 2 weeks ago. We mentioned over that. That's an option.
It's an
but
option.
Understand, my question is, here's how you can connect the dots. During the last break, you reached out to one of your intels with the Clippers and the Lakers. And you reached out to them during the break. If they have not replied to you,
right?
He done threw his phone against the wall.
They ain't replied.
If they have not reached out back to you, that's a red flag. Because know why? Otherwise, the reply would be, "Oh man, that ain't nothing, man. He's going on to take care of this. We got."
Well, maybe they busy.
Busy.
I ain't that important. Maybe they just busy. They just said, "Man, hey."
So now, you mentioned some names earlier. These names become some of these names now. One of these names or more are going to be a Los Angeles Laker. DeMarcus Cousins or Jabari Parker. Remember you mentioned earlier? Or Danny Green.
If they can't shoot, they're not going to be on that team.
Kelly Oubre.
Man, what are you doing? What are you doing about this, man? You got my phone.
Alex.
You got my list.
All this stuff on social media. You
Well,
ain't gotta go.
I didn't get mine on social media.
One thing, I got mine on social media.
Okay.
Get most of my stuff over there.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Absolutely.
Oh, you get like no,
These
keep
same,
going.
understand, the same people who announce it on the news have a social media page platform.
Okay, who else you got? Who else you got? Come on, man, quit getting us a history lesson.
So understand, a lot of people don't realize
Give
that.
us a civics lesson right now.
That's like if I'm telling you something, I write something on RCS Sports and the VIP News. Sometimes I might put it out there on Twitter. That means you're getting it on Twitter, but you're gonna pay for it going in the VIP News.
Get what Coach Woods said. He just got off the plane. Coach Woods, he just got off the plane with Kawhi Leonard. He's staying. Hey man, Kawhi pissing me. Excuse me, I can't say that on the radio. I'm sorry. Kawhi is peeing me off. He's peeing me off right now.
Why do you want? I mean, guess what? I think it's good. It's a great story.
I do. I like the airplane. I like playing.
I like it. Stay in Toronto. Now it really makes it good. It really makes it.
It don't make it good for my Clippers. For the Clippers.
No, but because the East remains sexy. So at least to a certain degree, it remains sexy. We have a quartet of teams that people are going to be watching in the East. Of course, Milwaukee Bucks, Toronto Raptors, the Philadelphia 76ers. And then, by default, the last spot, Boston Celtics and New Jersey Nets.
Amen.
I mean, they're sexy. So I like the East now.
Y'all can have it East.
Because whoever comes out of the West, it was going to be the same old. And the West remains it's not an overwhelming. So guess what? If this is the case, and Kawhi stays, guess what? The Lakers are going to be okay because I don't understand. Somehow people are forgetting that Kuzma put in work. I like Kuzma as a third fiddle. He'll be one of the best third fiddles in the league.
Somebody told you. There's a leading scorer on every losing team.
Yeah, but the Lakers wasn't a losing team
when LeBron. They didn't make the playoffs.
Well, I don't understand. Yes, of course that. I'm talking about.
We got to wrap it up.
When LeBron was in mode before injury, Kuzma was working. But anyway, guys, we go to a quick break and come right back. You guys hang right there. We have a lot more to talk about as we follow the chronicles of Kawhi. Chop shop.
That man was not going to lead that great. Check this out. He was not going to lead that great organization, that great GM, a country that loves you. See, y'all keep forgetting about them perks.
We love Kawhi.
No, I'm talking about a $20 million. You ever been in a $20 million penthouse?
No.
Okay. You gave me that. You can just go, what's your favorite restaurant? The one you just said, man, I got to save up to go to this one. What's your favorite? What's your favorite restaurant?
McCormick and Schmick's.
McCormick and Schmick's, you go in there, you can eat anytime you want to. Watch what he doing. He might be doing something y'all need to know. YouTube? Hey, you prefer YouTube? Man, hey. I tell you what, I'm sick of Facebook. See, Jimmy loves Facebook. I don't care. I got to figure out how to get everybody. Hey, Alfio, figure out how I can get everybody notified and have everybody on YouTube instead of this. Figure that out for me. And you got our numbers, text us. I know it's a better platform. I know it is. But Facebook, we can reach your family, your mammy, and everybody else. You can reach your whole family. But, I don't know. It's great situation. Hold up. Let me center that thing, son. Jim, I ain't paying attention. Dan, they're cutting you off over there. Center that thing, son, man. That damn Dodo ain't been here to help him do shit. Your mama ain't on here, so I can't. Tell her she better get YouTube. So I got a question. YouTube has had no glitches at all? What did we try?
This for YouTube for straight video.
What did we try? You can get down on the thing too. Mm-hmm. We're gonna try to work that out. Okay. You might need to take it play with it this week. You know what? I'll take it with me and play with it this weekend. No, I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna be on the island somewhere.
All right.
What it do, fella? Michael Smith found us, man. But Jimmy, you know I sent a message. I sent a message on Facebook to
On
tell everybody it
Facebook?
was on YouTube. I sent that message a long time ago. Not on there, on
Y'all ready to go back?
you know, on our, you know, on the feed, yeah. Not on the feed, I sent it through a message. Last one, okay. What we got? What we gonna end this
Talk
show?
to amateur. Let's go in the mailbag, man.
Okay. I ain't
Go in
got
the
nothing
mailbag.
today, but come
What
on,
you
I'll
got,
make up
sir?
something. Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The ChopShop Nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks. We learning things today. Great. You know what, y'all gotta understand. I know y'all be saying these dudes don't never agree. No. Even if he called me on the phone and he say something, I ain't gonna agree. And I'm already mad, and I can't wait till we get off the air. Cause he did something 2 days in a row on me, and it's kind of brand new. I ain't factored me in, and they ain't one of them equations. But we'll talk about it later. So what we got?
Remember we was talking free agency. We mentioned Boogie Cousins, one of the free agent, the top free agents. That's
Something just happened.
So and somebody, well, here's the thing: how Boogie Cousins, guys, has not historically been known as welcoming to a lot of the people in mainstream media.
Are on his teams.
When I say welcoming, mean if you're in a situation and you make the job of the media personality more difficult, then odds are they're going to remember it, and it could come back to haunt you, and as it did a guy like Barry Bonds back in the days during the baseball career. He was kind of snobbish to those media, which the contingent of them are mostly white guys. And when you do that, they really feel some kind of way. And then you add in President number 45, who makes sometimes some people feel some kind of way. It really doubles down the cards on this. So Boogie Cousins, the narrative changed and people spent out, which is true, but they made us consciously aware that he had no market value. Basically, the fish wasn't biting for Boogie Cousins, who, last year he took a 1-year deal with Golden State. So now he would have to take the 1-year deal or less. Somebody would be willing to give a mid-level exemption for Boogie Cousins. Otherwise, he would have to take less to play this year. What does he do? So Boogie Cousins, he goes today, is announced that he just recently fired his agent. Alan, speak on that. What would make a person do that? What does that mean? Put it like this. What does that mean with Boogie?
Jimmy, first of all, it's not fair because I'm not going to give you a favorable.
No, I'm just saying, what does it mean?
I don't know what it means because this the same guy who, when he was a high school athlete, we played against him in an AAU game, and he cussed the grown man out, my coach, Terrell Henderson, out.
Cussed him out?
Cussed him out. 16, 17 years old. Cussed him out. This is young. This is the same guy, okay? Go to Sacramento, and Sean Elliott is the announcer, just like you would be the announcer, being critical of him on the broadcast. After the game, he go to the dressing room. One of his friends texted him and said, man, that man was talking about you on the radio. He brought his butt out of the dressing room, came up in here and confronted this man, finna fight this man, tell my man, you talking about me correct. This is the same guy who, when he got traded at this, I told you shouldn't have said nothing to me about this. This is the same guy who at the All-Star game in New Orleans, they traded his butt at the All-Star game. And the Stojakovic and Vlade Divac, they traded him to New Orleans. You and your family can take our private plane back to Sacramento. We're not getting on the plane with you. You can take our plane. We fly commercial, Jimmy. I know you ain't gonna give up your plane to fly on no. So guess what? The volatile guy. And guess what? He got to blame somebody. No athlete gonna ever blame themselves. I'm gonna repeat that. It's always the agent's fault But the agent didn't do none of this, what I just said. And he fired this guy. I don't know who the guy is. I know he's white, but I don't know who he is. But guess what? Jimmy, the athlete is never wrong. These guys always, you see the guys is in the pro-am now, they make it in the league, they around here. First thing the girl asks him, a question. Said, man, why you ain't in the league? Oh, my agent. Why you ain't in the league? Oh, my agent, man. I got a bad agent. Dodo. Everybody with the back. So, Jimmy, I am not surprised. So he had to take the blame for this guy, and I don't think he want to take the blame from us. So, wait, go get Rich Paul in, and see can he get back with somebody.
Well, speculation for Boogie is possible destination. The more likely destination for him at this point would possibly be the Miami Heat for Boogie Cousins to join Jimmy Butler down there in South Beach. Now, I was looking on social media. You see, in the recent days, in the last 2 weeks, or last week, there's been a Twitter feud between Boogie Cousins and Blake Griffin. And they're kind of going hard.
They've been going into it for a while.
For a while.
Yeah.
But, and it's taken on until last week.
Blake Griffin got a guaranteed contract, dude. You shut up, man. Get yourself in the league first. You got to fire everybody. But keep on going, man. You shouldn't have asked me that question, Jimmy.
Well, so now Boogie Cousins took a gamble. So bottom line,
what gamble? He ain't took no gamble.
Yes, he
What
did.
gamble he take?
The New Orleans Hornets.
Oh, you talking about that gamble a long time ago?
That was just 2 years ago, Adam.
Okay.
That was just 2 years ago.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, it was just 2 seasons ago.
He should have took that deal. He had some
They offered him an extension. And if he had taken the extension,
he would have had a little more money.
Then guess what? They was in contention to make the playoffs.
Gee, he never had a big, super big payday.
He ended up getting hurt. He gets hurt, and guess what? Anthony Davis goes, and he ends up leaving. Man, what time is it?
It's out of time to get out of here.
Oh,
hey,
man.
them people liking this YouTube. Hey, y'all, we're gonna work it out next week, man. And YouTube, they don't put you in jail, do they? But y'all
Shout out to Rick Wilmore out there. Anyway, guys, you guys have a happy holidays out there. We'll see you on the Chop Shop. It's time to yabba dabba do this thing on behalf of Robert Hatter. This is Jim Hicks, and coming up next is Al Rucker. Is gonna take you for the next 4 hours. It's time to yabba dabba do this thing, guys. Chop Shop.
Man, that's unique, man. I got your favorite thing. You just special. You ain't